Welcome to ILTV's Israel Daily. I'm Lital Shemesh, and coming up in today's newscast, Israel state prosecution hits a snag in the Netanyahu trial today after judges refused to allow a change to a key date in their case. Turkey goes on Israel's high-risk travel list after a report on Iranian threats against its citizens in a possible revenge plot. Israel named a top travel destination by CNN as the industry gears up for record tourism following 2 years of COVID-filled summers. Starting with our top story, where the state's case against Israel's former Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu was dealt a blow earlier, when a Jerusalem court rejected their request to make a change to the indictment. To discuss, we're joined by former Deputy State Attorney, Advocate Yehuda Shefer. Hello, thank you for joining us.
Hello.
So can you please explain to us what the judges are essentially saying here?
Well, I don't agree that this is a blow. I think that the decision today definitely signals, or the decision was against the prosecution in not allowing them to amend the indictment, to be more exact, to amend the dates of the famous meeting where allegedly Netanyahu instructed Filber to give benefits to Alowitz and Bezek. The prosecution from day one did not know when this meeting actually happened. And in the original indictment, they gave a time frame. And that was a mistake of theirs. And a second mistake of theirs was that they took their time in requesting to amend this. And the court criticizes this today in their decision. The court says that because you took your time, amending it now would damage the defense and would not be fair to the defense, because they've conducted the cross-examination, or most of the cross-examination of Filber, under the assumption that these are the dates. But we have to remember that Filber is insisting that the meeting actually occurred, and the court in its decision today actually tells the prosecution that they will be allowed, according to criminal procedure, to raise this again at the end of the trial. So I think it's not a blow to the case. The dates can still be amended at the end of the trial. It is a decision against the prosecution and criticizing the prosecution for not being more diligent and not acting faster. What the court is actually telling them, you should have requested this the amendment in the dates before.
And you don't find it dramatic, Yehuda?
I'm saying what is dramatic in this case is that we have a witness who's very problematic. I don't know what the court will do with this, but the Filber insists that he has visual memory of the meeting actually happening, and he remembers exactly what Netanyahu instructed him to do. On the other hand, any contradicting proposition that defense attorney Ben-Tzur is suggesting now in the cross-examination, he accepts and is willing to endorse, so embrace. So it's a very difficult testimony. We have to wait for the redirect examination by the prosecution and additional evidence. I don't think that the conviction under the bribery is for sure. It's never been for sure. It's never been a sure case. It's a difficult case. It's reasonable that the prosecution can still achieve conviction. And I think today the court signaled to the prosecution that the prosecution made a mistake. They were too slow in requesting the amendment of the indictment regarding the dates of the meeting. How this saga will end, I think it's really too early to tell. There are still more days of Filber's testimony, and there's other evidence to be considered.
Wouldn't you say that the accusation of bribery within the state attorney's office is crumbling here?
No, I don't think it's crumbling. I think that as long as Filber insists that the meeting happened and that he was instructed by Netanyahu to benefit Alowitz and Bezek, there's a fair chance of conviction. We have to remember that the state controller described Filber as a a regulator who was taken under hostage by Bezeq and by Alowitz.
To watch full episodes of ILTV's Israel Daily and tons of other content from Israel, visit our website at iltv.tv or download the ILTV Plus app.